thought that this might be a good thing to do considering I have a weird obsession with keeping things on record and, memories of things. My whole wall is filled of, past pictures I've taken with people and pictures that have been drawn for me and, um, like movie tickets, and I just have a thing for recording things. And since I can no longer write, I used to be able to write so well, but lately it just isn't coming to me. I can write, but I have to be on some sort of level to be able to do it, and I have not been on that level for the past maybe 2 years. I've written a couple things about recent events, but I'll get to that eventually. I really like to talk, so I felt that this would fit me perfectly. And I'm pretty sure this isn't gonna get any hits. I'm not trying to get any hits. This is just for my own personal pleasure to just talk about things that have been going on. And I'm either gonna, if you guys watch, if anybody watches this, then thank you, and that's just about all that's there. Um, I guess we should start off. My name is Kristen. I live in Ohio, in a small, shitty little town where people here are just shady beyond belief. I'm gay. I have been gay, and I'm going to stay gay. Whether anybody enjoys thing, that fact about me or not, I mean, that's your own problem. That's not mine. Um, I attend a vocational school for cosmetology. This is my senior year. I'll be graduating this coming May. Thank the fucking Lord. I'll also hopefully be attending Eastern Michigan University up in Ypsilanti. And again, I'll get back to that. Um, I guess we're just start off maybe. I'll start off around things that I just want to continue on through just to document because I've lost all my journals that I've kept. So we'll rewind all the way back to, let's say, 2008. Pretty far away. That's like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I had a girlfriend named Vanessa. She lived about 4 hours from me. We met off of MySpace, of course. But I didn't meet her as a girl. She had pretended to be a boy for the longest time, and then out of nowhere, out of the blue, she just comes out and says, "Hey, I'm a girl." And, I had no problem with it. So we just kept on dating, and that was kind of the peak of when I found out of how I, came out and how I wanted, I was like, yeah, I'm gay. That's all. Like, that's it. And, me and her were together for about a year and a half. Shit. I would visit her and she would come visit me and we'd stay with each other for a few days and that was that. I met her a total of maybe 4 or 5 times in our year of being together. The summer of 2008, she had come to stay with me for all of June. Um, and then I went down to where she lives and I stayed with her for a majority of July. But previously, before that, throughout our relationship, she had cheated on me multiple times. And she'd lied to me, she'd created false identities to meet other girls and pretended to be a boy still and, that kind of bullshit. So, surprisingly enough, I did stay with her. But that all kind of came back to bite me in the ass because after I came back from her house, she had just left me. Like that night that I got back, she just let me know, hey, it's over. And I was heartbroken. I was completely heartbroken. There was no amount of words that could explain the pain that I was in. Of course, it's what every girl goes through, right? And then I had met a girl named Jenna. And me and her never dated, but we had talked very, very sweetly to each other. She helped me pull through the Vanessa stage, and she talked to me very nicely. Me and her were very, very close. We were so close. And once I started going back to school, her and I lost touch. We quit talking. And that was that. I have to rewind. Also, during the time I was with Vanessa, I had cheated on her as well with a girl named, with a girl named Melissa. And as I went into my sophomore year, I still had a little thing for Melissa, and it was hard for me to get over it because for some reason to me, Melissa was somebody that I could look up to. She was gay. She was very outgoing. She was fun. She was all around great person, and she just she blew me away because she was so. I can't think of the word, but she was just, to me, she was just awesome. And I looked up to her, and I kind of had a little crush on her, and nothing really happened 10th grade because she got into a relationship, and then after that happened, me and my friend, I'm going to disguise names, my friend, what should I call her? Mary. Me and her have been friends since 10th, no, 7th grade. And we kind of had our own little thing. And it slowly started to build. Her and I both slowly started to get closer. And, it wasn't anything completely serious, but throughout our friendship, throughout the couple months that we were really, really close, she had mentioned to me that she had, you know, loved me. And I didn't know how to act towards that. And after she had told me, I was very confused and I had no idea what to do. But then after a while, I had found myself falling for her. And once I told her, that was it. And she was just like, oh, when I said I loved you, I meant it as a friend. And I was like, oh shit. So after that, which, I think was complete bullshit because she did not mean it that way. But anyways, me and her we're together and everything, and I still liked her, whether she had liked me or that way or not. And my 16th birthday was coming up, and me and her and my best friend Amanda and her boyfriend Corey were all supposed to go see a movie. But Mary had ditched me and lied to me that she'd gotten grounded and her mom wasn't letting her out. So, you know, that broke my heart so much because I knew she was lying. And once I found out that she was lying, that was it. And it was like our whole thing was over. And then a couple days after that, I had gotten a friend request on MySpace by this girl named Christine. And just it was something that just hit me hard because I had just was not looking for any sort of serious relationship, especially after what happened with Vanessa, what happened with Jenna, and what happened with Mary. I was like, no more. But then Christine came in, and that was it. It was just rapid fast. Me and her just hit it together so hard, and it was so quickly. And we hit it off so well. Just I don't know how to explain it. A lot of what happened, because that was towards the end of 2008. So for some reason, ever since then, me and her have had the worst coming relationship ever. And uh, so that's what happened before. Like when we got together is a little bit shaky, and I don't remember, but I just know that to me it was something that couldn't go wrong. And around December 12th, we started to date, actually. And, um, towards February, so not even that long, something happened and she had cheated on me. And, being the kind of person that I am, I forgave her. And, it was hard. It was hard to build that trust back up, and we broke up for maybe a week after that, and then we got back together, and everything was peachy and awesome, grand. And then, the whole rest of that year was good, and it just went smoothly. Nothing was wrong, like nothing. And then towards November, her mother had said that we weren't allowed to see each other anymore. We were not allowed to see each other. No sneaking around. No coming over here. No going over there. Nothing. And um, we still stayed together, but throughout that, there was stress that followed not being able to see each other as often, and we broke up. And then Christine had started dating two other people at the same time, and that was really hard. And I was like so bound determined to tell her, no, that's not how it's supposed to be, and you know it. And then she broke up with them. She got back together with me, not until like the beginning of February though. So we broke up in December. We got back together around February, and then everything was grand. Everything was great until May happened. And one of the girls that she was dating was still on her tail, was still talking to her, was still being ridiculous. She was just like, "Oh, I love you, Christine, and you're the love of my life. I cannot live without you." It was just ridiculous, and Christine didn't do anything. She just followed it, and she didn't tell her, "Hey, I'm in a relationship. You can't be talking to me that way. I understand how you're feeling, but you can't be saying stuff like that because that's just disrespectful." And it hurt me that she wouldn't do that. And that really, really bugged me and caused me to be crazy and freaky. So then in May, her and I broke up, and we were broken up from May all the way into August. But throughout the summer, we were still, I don't want to say friends with benefits, but that's kind of what we were, because she was talking to the other girl, like talking to her. And we spent a lot of time together at her dad's house, and you know we were together. We did. We were. I don't know how to explain how we were, but it was hard. It was hard to get through something like that. And in July, Christine went down, because the other girl lived in a different state. Christine went down to the state because that's some of her family members went down there. So as she went down there, she went to go stay with the girl too. And lo and behold, when she came back, I was no longer in the picture. There was no more Kristen, nothing. And it was heartbreaking. And then I was screwed up after that. There was no going back. I was sickly hurt on every possible level that any woman, any girl could imagine. And I asked Carly if I could go and stay with her over at her grandma's house, and she said yeah. And that whole week that I was over there was just the most tedious, most heart-wrenching week of my life. We were fighting, and then one minute we were hating each other. The next minute she was cuddling with me and when we were sleeping. And the next minute we were fighting again. The next minute she's like, "Go home." The next